Hi guys, it's been a little while since I went to the dentist and I got my Invisalign done, so I thought I'd give you guys a 4-month update, 4.5 months. So I'm pretty much halfway through my 9-month treatment, and some of you guys were wanting to know, you guys have been commenting saying it's looking good, you wanted to know a little bit more about it. Some of you said that it's something you're considering. So if you're thinking about getting Invisalign and you want to know what's involved, what the costs are, you know, how visible it is, etc, etc, or you're just curious, keep on watching because I'm going to try and cover as much as I can in this video. Now, I got Invisalign 4.5 months ago because I had a lot of gaps in my teeth. I'm going to try and put pictures or videos, whatever I can find. I had really large gaps throughout my mouth, which made me extremely self-conscious to smile, and it was a case of when I was younger there were quite small gaps, like barely noticeable, and then over the years the gaps just grew bigger and bigger. I had a tooth taken out which gave a lot of room within my mouth for my teeth to move, so it got to the point where I was like, look, I don't like smiling. I love my smile, but I don't like smiling because I hate my teeth, you know, like I need to do something about it. So I went in for a consultation to get veneers because I wanted that instant smile. I didn't want braces. I'm like 29, hell no. I didn't want braces, so I went in to get veneers, which are pretty much instant. What's involved with veneers, and I see a lot of people on YouTube getting them and promoting them, so I'm quite happy to talk about Invisalign because it's an alternative option. It's not sponsored or anything. I paid full price for mine. I'm just going to give you the tea on my experience. When I went in to get veneers, they basically said to me the gaps in my teeth were too large and I wasn't a suitable candidate for veneers because the veneers that they would stick on top of my teeth would be too large for my mouth, so it would look very unnatural, and I just basically have a new problem, just a different problem to the problem I already had, so I was not a candidate for veneers, which really kind of like broke my heart at the time. I remember leaving the dentist's office that day feeling so down because I really thought, you know, in a few weeks I'll have the perfect smile, and he basically was like, look, this is orthodontic work, like you're gonna need braces. And you know, so I went into another dentist to talk about orthodontics, and they basically said you have two options. There's Invisalign, which is like the clear braces that are meant to be invisible, and then there's like the kind of like metallic ones that they stick to your teeth, and you can get like a clear rubber band of those, so it's not actually metallic, but those are still pretty visible. No one would ever say those are invisible. So there's that option, and then there's the Invisalign. Now, the way that metallic clear ones work is that you go into the dentist every few weeks to have them tightened. They're in the front of your teeth, so they're visible. The rubber bands are meant to be like teeth colored, but they are pretty visible. Like, there's no two ways about it, you can see them. And then Invisalign are meant to be like just a very clear plastic that you change yourself on a weekly basis. So every week you have a new set of aligners and you keep swapping them out, and gradually it keeps getting smaller and smaller, putting pressure on your teeth and slowly moving them into place and closing the gaps. Now, I didn't just have gapped teeth, I also had like a open bite. Basically my teeth were kind of like this you know, they never touched and closed the way normal teeth did. They were kind of like open like that, and I could never chew things. Like if it was really thin, I could never like chew, you know, or tear things with my teeth because they didn't touch. So even though that wasn't a concern of mine, the dentist was like, yeah, we can also fix that at the same time. I was like, sweet, whatever. But it's my gaps that I'm really worried about, and I don't want, you know, to be having braces for 2 years. And she was like, no, that's fine, we can generally close your gaps between 6 months, 6 to 12 months, they told me the first time. So like, I loved everything that I saw. I looked at the aligners. In my opinion, they are pretty invisible. Like, I'm wearing them now and I wear them to film a lot because for me, having a job that I sit in front of the camera, having gap teeth, you know, I was very self-conscious and very aware when I'd watch my videos back. I'd just be like cringing inside. I'm still one of the most confident people you ever meet, but I was very self-conscious of them. And also getting braces, I didn't want braces that would be too visible because, again, sitting in front of a camera watching myself, I didn't want, you know, so I feel like, you know, with my Invisalign, I love them because I can sit in front of the camera like this and, you can't really tell that I've got them in. I can take pictures, you can't really tell that I've got braces. A lot of people don't really realize until I point it out. So in terms of how invisible they are, I would say I was super impressed, because I genuinely didn't think they would be as, you know, non-visible as they actually are. If I come closer, you can kind of start to see some air bubbles on the sides, but still super impressed. And the great thing about it as well is the Invisalign, you can take them out. Like if you're going for a wedding, you really don't want to have your braces in, or if I'm filming, I can take them out if I really want to. I don't, because you can't see them. But if that's something you want to do for a special occasion, you do have that option to take them out. But I actually quite like having them in, because look at this. This is my teeth with the aligners. My braces come with, my Invisaligns come with a little case like this. So if I'm eating, mainly when I'm eating, that's really the only time I take it out. Start on the side, move to the center, it's out. So you're meant to wear your aligners for the best effect at least 22 hours out of the day. So only 2 hours you're meant to have them out for like eating, brushing, etc. And I'm pretty good. I'm a stickler for that. Every time I go to the dentist, she's like, right, you're right on track. Well done, Mimi. I'm paying a lot of money for this. I'm not effing it up. So now I'm going to show you guys my teeth. You can probably see that my gaps are so much more visible when I take them out. Like I love having them in, because it's like you can't really see that I'm really gappy. So one thing I realized when I saw the 3D imaging and from speaking with my dentist is that to close my bite, they would have to work on my bottom row of teeth first. And you can probably see they're pretty much perfect now. This right here was the biggest gap I had. It was so big, huge gap. I was so self-conscious of it. Now it's almost entirely closed. I had a gap here as well. That's closed. All the ones all the way through completely closed. The bottom set of teeth are pretty much perfect, and now we've started moving the top. So the first 4 months we're just moving the bottom ones, which for me was quite annoying, because I wanted, you know, I'd have loved for them to move the top ones first, because those are the teeth that are more visible when you talk. But that's not how, you know, you fix your bites. So that's now done. I'm super happy. Like, you can see how your bite is still off. There's a gap. There's a big gap between my top teeth and my bottom teeth, and you can see gap here, gap here, gap here, gap, gap, gap. Like I've got gaps all the way through my teeth, and now they've just started moving the top ones, and I'm super happy. Like I can't even say how happy I am. When I look at the bottom teeth and like how far I've come, I'm just like, you know, I was a confident person beforehand, but once like my teeth are done, and they do like free teeth whitening at the end as well, to just give you like the full complete glow, which they should after 5 grand. But like, yeah, your boyfriends and my boyfriends, you know, like we're about to like step this game up to another level. One thing I would say that if you're considering it is it's painful. Like I was not prepared. I was not ready for the pain. Each set of aligners is smaller than the last one, and is actually smaller than your teeth. Like, so it's more compressed, and that's how it's pushing your teeth each time. So for the first 2 days after I put my aligners, the pain would be like, you know, like I'm someone that used to love snacking in the middle of the night. I don't do that anymore, not after, you know, I put new aligners in, because to take them out, put them in, it's so painful. I'm like, no, let me just sit in bed in pain or go to sleep. Also, something you should know is that when you go in for your first consultation, if you do want to go ahead, I paid £500 as a deposit when I said, yeah, I'm happy to go ahead. The consultation was free. They tell you, are you a suitable candidate for Invisalign? Luckily I was. I said I'm happy to go ahead, so I paid £500, and they did a lot of like scans and x-rays, 3D, 4D inside my mouth to get like really good molds. They took really good molds as well, and then they send it off to the company Invisalign. So at that point, they then create a 3D imaging of what the movement over the next few months. I was given 9 months to move my teeth into perfect position. So they gave me a 3D composition video of how the teeth would look, you know, in 4 months time, in 5 months time, in 2 months time. I could see where I would be and track it right till the end. I could see the visual of what my teeth would actually look like, and I loved it. So I was like, yes, please sign me up. So I gave my go ahead after I got that video, and then I paid another £1,000. So at that point I paid 1,500 before I'd actually started anything. But it was good because at that point I could see what the end goal was. So I was having my top and my bottom done, which made it more expensive. You do have the option to either get one or the other, or you can get both. So my costs were £4,850 to do the both sets, so £5,000 basically. So I paid 1,500 before I even got the first batch of aligners. This is what they look like, numbered. So this right here is bag 21, this is bag 20, so I know what week I am at. So yeah, and then every time I go into the dentist, which is usually every 4 weeks, I pay another £350. So you have that split. You can pay it sort of on a monthly basis, which makes it more affordable, £350 every month. Like, in the end, like, I'm not done yet, but I'm so happy that in the end I went for Invisalign as opposed to veneers, because if you don't know, veneers involves shaving down your natural teeth and sticking teeth, plastic teeth on top, a composite on top, which are going to be like your new fake teeth and give you that perfect smile. But sometimes you have to get them changed, I think between every 10 to 15 years. That's like the warranty for them. They can start falling off, they can start looking damaged. So it's constantly having to pay that money to maintain your veneers, and your teeth and your smile will never be the same again. You can never not have veneers because your teeth are looking all types of jacked up. So I'm so happy that I kept my natural teeth, which are super healthy anyway. So I'm going to put them back in, and it's pretty simple. I just use my fingers to press it down and make sure it's on properly so it can do the work that it's supposed to do. They're pretty easy to clean as well. You're meant to like soak them in water and give them a clean that way, but I actually brush them as well because I'm not about that water life. I need to brush everything, my teeth, my braces, everything. I can't be walking around with stank mouth, okay? £5,000 later, you know, 4 months in, I'm super happy. I love my bottom row, and I can't wait until my top row looks just as good. Like, it's the best investment I ever made. Like, I feel so much more confident now with my teeth like this. I was watching videos from, like, you know, just 6 months ago, and I was cringing so hard inside looking at my teeth then. Like, wow, we have come a long way. So if you're considering veneers, Invisalign or braces, I 100% say if you can afford Invisalign and your dentist has a good payment plan that lets you split it up, do it. Best thing I ever did. I'm such an advocate, you know, of just the confidence it gives you. So after my teeth are perfect, I will have a set of retainers that I wear to bed every night, and just make sure that the teeth do not move out of place again. You do not want to spend £5 and in 3 years time you've got gaps again. So no, I'll be wearing my retainers pretty much for the rest of my life, but I'm happy with that. It's my own natural healthy teeth. I'll never have to pay again to go get veneers redone, etc, etc. So guys, I hope I answered all of your questions. If I haven't, if there's any questions that I haven't touched on that you're quite curious about, drop them in the comments section below. Some of you guys have been saying that you've noticed my teeth. Thank you, it means a lot. We've come a long way, have we not? You can see now that I've got my veneers back in, the center gap is so much less visible than it is when I take them out. So I should be finishing with my veneers, I think end of January straight beginning of February, and I will do a final update for you guys once I've had the teeth whitened as well. But the glow up is real. I mean, you've just seen me. I hope this was educational. Last thing I would say as well, sometimes your speech is affected. Mine was affected for quite a while after I got my veneers. For at least a month after, I wasn't really speaking very well. But now my speech is pretty much perfectly fine. I know how to pronounce words, whatever, you know, with the aligners in. I'm happy. But yeah, I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling more confident. I'm feeling super happy. and best 5 grand I've ever spent. Fact. So I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe.
I remember then when we done it also for the street, knowing one day you go pay.